10,000 acres, 3 combine harvesters, 1,500 acres to go, a looming thunderstorm, and one of them is broken down in the shed. Greg, another day in the life of farming, mate.
Yes, that's it.
We're out here in beautiful Moree. You're chasing a thunderstorm, you're trying to get the crop off, and this one's in the shed, mate.
Yeah, just a blow and belt, that's all, no problem.
Well, that's good.
They'll fix it up in a few minutes and be going again.
Well, I'm super keen, mate. We're going to go out into the paddock. You've invited us back to see what it's like in the middle of harvest, getting the grain off and taking it into the depot. We're going to go through all the steps in the paddock, then hopefully go out to the depot and see what happens there as well, mate.
No problem.
How we going?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, back again.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, we finally finished all that barley that you seen when we were planting last time. But yeah, this wheat's going all right, I suppose. Just chasing all the headers around, which is good. I don't mind this job. Yeah, it's nice and fun. So yeah.
And what's a full load for you? How many tonne?
Oh, I can take 25 tonne in this one. Yeah. So she gets a bit heavy when it's loaded. You can definitely feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Up against it with the rain. You reckon you're going to get it all off?
Yeah, well apparently there's 24.5 mil coming tomorrow, so we're just under 1,000 acres now to go, so
Doesn't help when a header goes down either, does it?
No, it looks like one's in the sick bay, so yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll probably go to maybe 11 or so tonight. Yeah, just starts to get a bit tough when it cools down, so yeah, but yeah, we'll see what happens, I suppose. Plant gets real tough, so you end up starting to snap the knives on the header. Yeah, so we've had this season we've already had about 4 or 5 knives snapped, so
Another header down.
yeah, yep. But lucky they keep a spare one, so you just take it out and put the spare one in and away you go again. But yeah, it's not too bad in this tractor, but you just got to watch out for the big potholes. Yeah, it's good to keep the headers going as much as you can. You don't want them stopping, so.
There's our pothole.
Yeah. There we go.
So how are you keeping what are you measuring up to, mate?
I just go, maybe a couple of feet out, or sort of where they've last drove. I sort of drive down the middle of that.
Match your tyres up with
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, but and then I like to get the grain put at the front of the bin first, otherwise it starts to wheel stand if they dump it at the back there. When the first load he puts in, I'll make sure it goes up the front, but then after that I can't really see, so yeah, he sort of slows down and speeds up and puts it where it needs to go, but yeah, definitely the first load you want it right at the front, otherwise you're wheel standing the whole way. Yeah, Tony goes a bit quicker, he sits on about 7 or so, I sort of just try sit on about the same speed as him. You can fit 25 tonne in here, so usually after you get both headers, you just run back to the bin and empty them out, but you can fit a bit more in there, but she starts getting a bit heavy. And then away we go. Back to the field bin to fill these trucks. And then I'll just dump him straight at the front here, so you can just pick it straight up in the auger. We've got 2 road trains, a B double, a single, and then a truck and dog. So yeah, there's about 5 trucks going at the moment. So yeah.
They're keeping up?
Oh yeah, definitely carting a bit of grain away. Yep.
Tony, you're going to be silly enough to let me drive this multi-million-dollar thing.
Yeah, if you want to run on it, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mate, how are you with cameras?
Yeah, good, really good.
All right. Yeah, no worries. Well, we're going to swap jobs. I'm going to drive this. All right, Tony's expert guidance. I've had how many minutes of lessons, Tony? That's 35 seconds.
Half a minute, yeah.
Half a minute. All right. So here we go. We're going to engage the gears in the back bin. Got to push it down and push it forward. You can hear them kicking in now. Now I can engage the header. That's got the right sound there. Now we just wait for everything to come up to speed. Now we've got our speed automatically set. I hit the rabbit button. And now our revs are up. Now what I want to do is I want to drop the header down to its preset position for the combs, which is right. Now I engage the auto steer. Careful with that camera, Tony. All right, now we're off. Wish me luck, guys. Auto steer's on. Hopefully all I got to do is look like I know what I'm doing. How's that?
Good, really good.
I'm doing all right?
Yeah, good, really good.
Getting the Tony's thumbs up. Tony, just hold your camera straight now, mate.
Geez, sorry.
Folks at home will be getting seasick. How's our speed, mate?
Yeah, that's good. That's good speed for
7.7 hectares an hour.
Yeah.
That's all right?
Yep.
All right. What can go wrong, mate? What should I be looking out for while I'm doing this?
Watch anything on the ground, or make sure you're low enough to be cutting everything.
Yep.
Not leaving any heads behind, out in front of you and behind the reel.
Far bit of comb. Yeah, right you are.
Behind the reel there.
So is that the right height there?
Yeah, be about the right height there.
And what are we harvesting at the moment, mate? Hellfire wheat?
Hellfire wheat.
And we're getting what, about 4 to 5 tonnes per hectare off this? Four.
Bit under 4.
Bit under.
Yeah.
And we got a bit of a problem this year with some weed, with some phalaris. The new magic herbicide didn't do its job properly because it got on a bit late.
We got it on a bit late, yeah.
Can't help that with the weather though, can you?
And the rain, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Can't help the weather.
The yield's down a bit, but the protein's okay.
Yeah, 12.5 protein, which is pretty good for what this year's been. Like, I've got a lot of bad stories of protein.
Have you?
Yeah, 10,
right you
9, or we had some 9, and other neighbours had 8s and 9s.
Yeah, right. What sort of value are we on at the moment with this machine? What would it retail at?
These ones?
Yeah.
On you now, $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Mate, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my day.
Well, I'll swap you.
Absolutely. You can,
we've been
you can do the
19
videos.
19 days today. This paddock here, that's it.
You back her up for the year?
Back her up for the year.
Okay. Never been tempted to go on the road with this?
No.
It's a lot of investment in machinery.
It is, yeah.
For 20 days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It sits in the shed for 50 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
Or, 45 weeks, whatever, for the year.
Yep.
And a lot of money.
We've just got a warning sign saying 3/4 full in the hopper. Tony, what do I do, mate?
Well, just put the auger out.
Put the auger out, okay.
Like I've showed you.
Oh, that one? Yep. Okay, we've got the beeps. Here it comes. I can see it in the mirrors. Yep. Right, that's the signal to the chaser's bin to come up.
Yeah, he'll come up now.
Alright, here comes our chaser bin. He's accepted the signal. Alright, he's pulled alongside. Right. Now, when do I hit this button, mate?
Right now.
Right now, beautiful. Here we go. Oh,
Is that getting the Tim there, is it? The camera?
Yeah, that's getting it alright.
Right, Tim, press the auger back. Press it off.
Press it off.
Yep.
Yellow button again is off. And then auger back.
Auger back.
Done. Okay, so now I want to press number 2 first.
Number 2, press number 2.
Press it now.
Press it, yep. Just let the header go through a bit.
Yep.
Right, start turning.
So if I come round now,
Yeah.
that should be lined up on the white line.
Press your steering now. Press your steering.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you're coming into the crop, press number 1. Don't touch steering, it'll adjust for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And now press number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Oh, that's easier.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right. Got the hang of it now, I think. Now I've just got to remember all that for next time.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go back up to 7.7.
You got your 2100 engine revs, and then your
6.3
Ks, and that 580, that's your header height.
Righto, gotcha. So for the tech heads at home, Tony, we're on the John Deere S690.
90, yeah, that's it. Yep.
With a Green Star auto steer.
Auto steer, yep.
Yep, and I'm finding out more about these controls here.
Yeah.
All the tilts and lifts and everything on the cutters and the combs and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of work in setting this one up. You reckon the new ones, they've got cameras and they do it for you automatically?
Yeah, all this sort of stuff's all automatically, automatic apparently, yeah.
How am I going for level, mate?
Yeah, good, right? Pretty good there, yeah.
Now, mate, dreaded header fires.
Oh, yeah, you don't like them, no.
You've had a couple?
Yeah, we've had a couple here, yep. We had a new header that caught fire. We've had a problem from the factory, new, and started a fire in it and burnt. Oh geez, could have burned probably 600 to 800 hectares of wheat out in this field actually.
Yeah, right.
And then it didn't burn the header though. And then I done a bearing in that other header, and it caught the same paddock on fire the following year. But we got that out pretty quick, which was good. But
that one wasn't actually the header on fire. That was
just a bearing went on dropping fire. Yeah.
You can smell it.
You can smell it in the header straight away if something's smouldering. And the best way to drive the headers with your ears and your arse, really, but your bum. You can feel the vibration through the seat, or keep your ear out for knocks and funny noises that aren't normally in them.
Now it was time to leave Tony in the header to continue with the harvest and jump in a B double with Greg and go down the road to the depot to find out about delivery of wheat and how they get paid.
Well, let's go in.
Hey Greg, tell us about where we're going now, mate.
Broadbent, Moree. Heading in with the road train load of rate of wheat.
You expecting it to be busy?
No, not today. Harvest is nearly done and nearly full of there, so big lot of rain coming this year. So they got nearly 25,000 tonne on one day there during harvest. It's a pretty good achievement for them.
Tell me about the truck, mate.
Oh, well, we've had it a long time. We've had it since 96. It's an old Ford Louisville with 400 Cummins in it. And a 15-speed road ranger transmission. It's pretty reliable. Haven't had much trouble with it over the years. Still going strong. Thing towed 706,000 before the speedo fell out. We had to put a new one in it.
Kyla, how are you going?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Thanks very much for having us out at Broadbent today. You're about to sample Greg's grain here and find out where he gets to dump it and thereby how much he gets paid.
Yes, that's
Very
correct.
important job.
Yep, that's right. Thank you.
Can you take us through the process of grading the grain, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just saw us spear the truck to get a representative sample so that we can now determine the grade as we take it inside to use our equipment.
All right, let's go inside and show us how it's done.
No worries, this way.
So Kyla, tell me all about what happens here. This is the most important part for Greg's grain, isn't it? Getting the right price and having the right sample.
Yes, that's right. It's important to get the quality right, otherwise, it's an impact to how he's going to be paid. So mix it really thoroughly so we make sure it's a representative sample. Then the first thing we're going to do is our test weight, which is through this hectolitre, half a hectolitre.
So what's this going to give us, Carl?
So it's the density of the grain, which is called the test weight.
Okay. So set volume and then literally just weigh it with digital scale.
Yep. So we're getting the grams and then we're using the conversion chart to convert it to kilograms per hectolitre, which is what this is.
Yep.
So I've just converted this to a percentage now, and then I'm putting it into this screen, which is the wheat sieve. So it's 2.0 millimetre size, and then this is going to shake it through the slots, and any small grains or broken grains will drop to the bottom. So that'll go for 40 shakes. So while that's going, we can come over here to the Infotech, which is going to give us our reading on protein and moisture. It's on our setting for wheat, and then that'll go through and do its thing. So you can see the protein's 11% and the moisture is 8.8.
What are your cut-offs here at Broadbent?
So we're taking all grades of wheat at the moment, so it'll just be, different bunkers and segregations for each grade you go. So you can see this bottom screen has taken out all of the small grains and anything broken. So you've got to look at this also to count for any weed seeds or maybe sand or dirt that's gotten through as well. It's got some paradoxa grass. You can see these ones in here. That's a weed seed. So for milling grades, you want to be under 5%. So it's right on the money there.
So he'll get sent to a better bunker.
Yes. Pending weed seeds. So again, in this top screen, you're looking for anything else that shouldn't be there, any contaminants, clumps of dirt, weed seeds.
What are you seeing in here?
So the actual grain itself looks really good. Some more of this paradoxa grass, you can see, which stands out a bit.
It does stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah. So then the other thing we're doing is we get this 300 seed count, which for wheat we use to determine a lot of the defects.
So how does this work?
So I'm basically just filling up all the holes, and that'll get me 300 grains. And this gives me a smaller representative sample to count things like staining, distorted, green grains, things like that. So there'll be like a tolerance for percentage that you find in here, and that's how you know what grade it'll go. So it all looks pretty good in there.
There are some depots using AI to count weed seeds. You guys are not doing that yet?
No, not for weed seeds, no. So now we've finished doing our sample. Look at the standards charts to determine what grade it'll go. So the protein's 11, so above 10.5 will be APW if the screening's at 5 or below. The only issue we have here is the paradoxa grass, which will be a 50 limit for milling grades, 150 for those sort of middle feed grades, and then lower grades are higher numbers. So because he's nice and close here to 150, we'll upgrade him and put him into AGP1. So this little docket's got where he's going with his silo number, and then we send him off with his details. Hey Greg. Good. AGP. Just some more of that Paradoxa grass that I've upgraded.
Oh yes, we got some of that.
Yes.
Silo 16?
Yeah, Silo 16, which is on the new side. You know how to get there?
Yep.
All
Thank
good.
You so much.
Thanks,
Thank you
Greg.
for that.
That's it. Now we get on to the next truck.
Well, Kyla, thanks so much for having us out here today, mate. I better catch up with Greg now, or I think he's going to leave without me.
No worries. Thanks for being a part of it.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Got upgraded. Isn't that wonderful? Righto. Well, let's head off and tip her off. The weighbridge here is automatic. You don't have to talk to an operator or that anymore. You just drive onto it, and when the light turns green, you drive off, and it's automatically recorded when you drive out, and you get your ticket printed. $76.37 all up, a little bit light. Opening up another pad here. They've never had one there before. There's just so much grain this year. I think it's 200 tonnes a metre, I think they said. 200 or 300 tonnes per metre in length. Loading a train out this morning. On Saturday they took nearly 25,000 tonne here for the day. Well, work it out at 50 tonne a load. Some of them are triples and carting more than that. It's a lot of truck movements for the day through one facility. Now for the guided tour. We'll go right around the facility and have a look.
front of us there, Greg?
Yeah, they told me they're loading barley out today, about 3,500 tonnes. Going down to the Newcastle port for export. Never had a bunker there before. They put it there just to, they've just run out of space. There's so much grain coming in. They're starting to ship some of this equipment out down to their other site south of here. They bring it all up to the start of the season and they take some of it back down south to their other sites.
How long do you reckon it'll take to fill that bunker to our right?
I think it's just about full now. Might have to be another half a day left if it's that. Harvest is slowing up now, a lot of people are finishing it. So yeah, so I think things have slowed down a lot. There's less truck movements here, you know, you're getting hundreds of trucks here through an hour. Really quite achievement, I reckon, what they've done this year. They took the dirt out of here just to make the bunker for that. And you can imagine the dirt that come out of that hole just to build the pad up for the extend the bunker. I think that bunker's just about full. There's only another few 100 tonne will go on that, and it'll be at the end of its run there. The other thing is with it, all this grain's got to be carted back around to the site, load onto trains or trucks, so it's quite a lot of work left here yet for them. Sorry about the rough road, there's been a lot of truck movements on it here in the last few weeks. They're loading trucks out there now to go out, their own trucks. I think they said that bucket holds 5 tonne of tip. This fellow's carting for us as well, and so is that truck. We'll have a look at the stacker here, so we'll jump out. Basically what happens, they fill up to this line, they've painted here and they don't let it go much past that, and then they'll move the stacker along to the next position.
Well, Greg, we've delivered the grain to the silos out of your truck, and now we've just taken a big long drive around rows and rows and rows of bunkers here at Broadbent.
Yes.
Have you ever seen so much grain on the ground before?
Not in Broadbent. They've opened up more sites, more tipping points. Very impressive.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Now, this grain here, this can stay here for quite some time, provided they look after it.
Yeah, it can stay there quite a long time, and they keep the tarps in good order and keep the insect out of it and weather out of it. It's quite fine to leave there for a fair while.
You don't understand the scale until you physically see it with your own two eyes.
Well, when they're carting in the amounts they've carted in here, per day, it's phenomenal.
Well, let's get back on the truck, mate.
Let's go back and get another load.
All right, sounds good.
But they were loading these bunkers both sides at the same time.
Wow.
And 2 tipping points on each one, so one end was tipping and the other end was tipping, all at the same time. QOT 406 on the outbridge. There's our finish ticket.
Job's done.
Out for another one.
Until the next load.
More trucks coming in. Righto, Tim, you want to drive? Have a go at the road train.
Well, here we go on the road train. Greg's a silly man.
Hey?
Right, wish me luck, mate.
Wish you luck, you'll be right. Got it, Pat.
Right, we're going to Queensland?
Yeah, go to Brisbane.
And just like that, 2 amazing days with Greg Fing, his crew and his family was up. I can't thank them enough for their hospitality. And if you like videos like this, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and send this to a friend who you reckon would enjoy it.
Yeah.
$1 million thing.
Yeah, if you want to run on it, yeah.
Fantastic. How are you with cameras?
Yeah, good, really good.
Professional! Rev him up and put off the front.
Don't too soon.
Rev him up. There you go.